Sega.
It's actually, it's very difficult to do online, and there's certain feature set for the Wii, both graphically and gameplay-wise, that it takes a substantial amount of effort to do it right. That's not to say it can't be done. We're not, the world's greatest geniuses. There's a lot of other good developers out there that could do some of these techniques. It just takes a lot of work to do it.
I think over the life cycle of the Wii, we've seen certain publishers, and certainly it's a great reason why we went with Sega, the support of the Wii by Sega, obviously by the scope of their entire lineup, is impressive. And everybody at Sega had the same level of passion we did, and I think that's why this relationship works so well.
That's a great point. I mean, Sega really, they did, they put their full effort behind this, and they believed in it just like we believed in it. They gave as much passion to the product as we have, and most publishers haven't done that. They've seen the Wii as a Me Too kind of a device, and for ports or poor quality things, and then it becomes a cyclical argument of, consumers complaining that there's no good games to play. Well, when no publishers are willing to put or developers willing to put the effort into making high quality titles for it. Thankfully, we found Sega.
And they, from Simon on down, share that same level of passion. And I think that's why it works. The PD team's been great to work with. They help us realize the property and give us latitude at the same time, give us input. So it's been absolutely fantastic. But I think other publishers, there's a lot of Me Too stuff out there. There's a lot of, it's always the Wii skew.
There's a lot of crap, really.
Yeah. And it's, as consumers, again, it goes back to consumers are savvy. We're also consumers. And, my Wii gets a lot of play at home and by my children. And we made a title that we would play as well.
Okay.
So we hope everyone enjoys it as much as we enjoyed making it.
I think that there's a key message there of, like, if you take advantage of the system's strengths, you can do wonderful things. The Wii itself is not going to go toe-to-toe with the 360 or PS3 as far as high definition output, hard drive, elements like that. It's not going to compete in those spaces, but where it's going to compete, and where I think it really excels, is with the control interface. Having an IR controller in order to interface, it's a lot more intuitive than two analog sticks. We've been playing the Conduit for 20 months, and it's been, it's hard to go back and play other first-person shooters on 360 or PS3. They just don't feel very intuitive anymore. This feels a lot more comfortable than this, or even with a mouse. I actually find even a mouse and a keyboard, although you have a great deal of accuracy, it's not as intuitive. And we were also able to take advantage of a lot of new types of gameplay through Wii-specific weapons that we wouldn't have been able to do with a 360 or PS3. Yeah, I hope so.
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. We certainly have looked at other people's body of work to determine what was right, what was wrong, what fit, what didn't. So I'm sure people are doing the same thing to us. And I think what's been different and revolutionary about this product is we've shared it with the community through the entire process, the technology, the game, the videos, the screenshots, and gotten feedback. And the fans have been wonderful. It's the two bodies of people to thank, the development team for working so hard, and the fans for supporting us. I like to find the high point and lob grenades on two people fighting. But really, the Conduit's so customizable, so you can get the exact feel for any individual player. Really twitchy people want the razor's edge setting, and so really in a single player, modify your settings, get your settings down right, and then go into multiplayer and kill some of your best friends.
The game is incredibly customizable, and so that's probably the biggest tip for anyone, whether they're a fan or a first-time first-person shooter player, is to get comfortable with the controls and play around with all the options. We give a great deal of customization with turning speed, bounding box, your camera look angle, cursor sensitivity. We have totally remappable controls, so you can map it to whatever configuration you're comfortable with. We even allow the player to drag and drop their HUD elements exactly where they want it. It's all true. It's based on a true story.
Oh, don't be looking at me for some answers. I always let the cat out of the bag, so I try to trust Eric to message.
I would say, one of the things that's not very clear from a lot of the media that's come out is the fact that we have a very rich and deep storyline. And there are a lot of hidden elements in the game. Earlier we were demoing for some folks, and we played through the first level and a half of the game. And we had unlocked less than 50% of it, and we took our time and we were very leisurely going around and exploring things. There's a lot of things in the game to find, and if you're interested in deep, rich storylines and gameplay, we do have it. It's just, it is a secret. You have to hunt around a little bit more, sort of like the movie Cloverfield. In that there's a storyline going on, but it's not the main line of the narrative. We afford for the player that just wants to hop in and immediately start playing things, they can do that. But for the player that wants a rich, engaging storyline, they can go in and find all kinds of secret areas, secret messages, backgrounds on the story. We have news broadcasts, radio broadcasts, all kinds of things that people can find and decipher more about the real history behind the Conduit. What's that? Many of our enemies have very big heads, especially the invader. He's almost all head.